Baby, I'm thinking of kissing and licking and rubbing and touching.
What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Gwendolyn back with another video. So, I told you I was gonna give y'all a story time about me coming out, I guess. Okay. So, coming out. Alright. So, as y'all know, I came on the channel letting everybody know that I was lesbian. So let me do a backstory so y'all can learn more about me. By the way, I'm just chilling around the house, making me a couple hot dogs, just chilling. Really big chilling. Got wine in the refrigerator. But yeah, so okay. I'm trying to figure out where to start. So I fell in love for the first time years ago, and my first love was a girl. Right? So me and my first love were together for like 4.5 years, a very long time. I ain't gonna say the age. No. I know her family know my family. Like, that's a story within itself. Like, how we got caught and shit. Like, that shit is crazy. I gotta tell you about that too. So anyway, I was with her for 4.5 years. After her, I was with my ex-fiance for almost 6 years. Because it took me a long time to get over my first love. Like, a long time. It took me like 2 to 3 years type shit. And then I met my ex-fiance. We were together for a long time. After her, I was in a committed relationship. I'm a committed relationship type of girl. I'm not one who likes to jump from relationship to relationship. I think my shortest relationship in my life was probably like 2 months. And I feel like because we were together so often, it felt longer. But by the time it was over, it was like, damn, it was only 2 months, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it can be when you dating women too. The time could, like 2 months can equal like 8. You feel me? Like, especially when you're spending so much time together. Like, that shit really adds up longer in our eyes. Well, when I was lesbian. So the reason why I would call myself a lesbian is because I was always with women. I never, and that was with my first love from a young age. Like, okay. I don't give a damn if my family see this video. I was with my first love from 14 to 19. Okay? Very young age, by the way. We got together when I was going into high school, and we broke up my very first year of college for good. We were done. And then at that point, I was 19. So after that, we were done for good. It wasn't no more, let's try again type shit. We was over with. But we are still cordial to this day. Like, we can speak to each other and not have no problem, no animosity, no anything. I know her family, she knows mine. We were together for a long time. So. And then after her, I was with women. You know what I'm saying? Not as long, but I was dating women. And then when I got with my ex-fiance, like I said, that was 6.5, almost 6 years. I'm sorry, almost 6 years. So me calling myself a lesbian was normal to me. You know what I mean? I was only dealing with women. I had never had no interest in men, ever, not even a little bit. And then when men would hit on me, I always found it offensive. Like, don't nobody want you, yada, yada, yada. It wasn't until I was probably like, let's start from when I was like 10, 11. I always knew I wanted to be a mother, right? But it's clearly impossible to have a baby with just 2 women, physically. So I realized I had to get a sperm donor, right? But it had to be somebody I knew well, somebody that I trusted. And I feel like I'm telling y'all all my business. Ooh, so by the time I was like 27, 28, I met my sperm donor, and it started from there, me being into guys. So it was never just like interest or whatever. Although I'm gonna be real personal, well, explicit. I'm a Scorpio, right? Like I say this often, I'm a very passionate Scorpio. I don't hide that part of myself, but you can't just assume that a Scorpio is a hoe for just anybody. Okay? I enjoy watching porn. That's just what I like to do sometimes. So I would oftentimes see how a woman would be penetrated and how she would just, you know what I'm saying, she would get that work and take that shit like a G, you know what I'm saying? I always would be like, initially I would be like, why is he, you know what I'm saying, why is he digging her down like that? Why is he fucking her so hard? He need to chill out. And then when I got older, I realized, okay, so that's where the pleasure comes from. So, with all that being said, I guess it made me curious. You know what I'm saying? Just slightly. But more so, it was just to have a baby. But I later found out that I have endometriosis, and I have to tell y'all how I found that out. And that makes it hard for me to get pregnant. So therefore, I have no babies. So by the time I was in my late 20s, that's when I started dealing with my sperm donor. And never got pregnant. But in that process is where I, realized this major thing. Like, yo, you ain't never had this before. Maybe you're not really a lesbian. And it took me a long time to process all this, to accept it for myself, because for 27, 28 years of my life, I've only ever dealt with women, right? I'm 31 years old now, and I've only been dealing with guys 4 years type shit. And it's been interesting, to say the least. I can definitely understand why women say niggas ain't shit. I get it. But I also can still see myself in a relationship with the guy. Sometimes. I just feel like, when they say, it's some women who will say date them all, sis, date them all. And then some women will be like, wait on the Lord. And I'm just trying to find that balance. You know what I'm saying? Just date them all? Or is God gonna send me the right one? And if he is, how old will I be? Because I'm already 31, I have no kids. You know what I'm saying? I want to have a family, I desire to have that. But is that even possible with, you know what I'm saying, the dating pool being so diluted and polluted? So that's my backstory of how I realized that I am bisexual. So I officially came out to my family and friends as bisexual last year, and nobody was surprised. And the reason why that is because when I was really young, I had crushes on guys, and like a normal young girl. I think boys were cute, and I even had a boyfriend when I was, fourth grade. We used to he had very big lips, and I used to be obsessed with his lips. I got a thing for big lips. I think, what's his name? Rasby from B2K. He used to, I don't even need to say no more. His lips by themselves were just wow. I just wonder what it'd be like to kiss some lips like that. They look just like pillows, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I have a thing for big lips. He was, a boyfriend who would just come around because he was cousins with my neighbor, and so he would just come down like every other weekend, and we would just see each other, hug and kiss. That was it. Nothing crazy. But yeah, before I got with my first love, I used to think boys were cute or whatever. So I had one cousin tell me, yeah, you used to have crushes on guys before you even started dating women. So, but my first girlfriend I had even before that. So bisexual, like as you can see, bisexual. I guess never really knew it. I didn't have enough experience to know like this is what it is and this is what it ain't. You know what I mean? But you live and you learn. I have learned. And, that's what it is for me. So I came out to my mom, my cousins, my closest cousins, a few of my brothers, my sister-in-law, who's like a sister to me, and nobody was really surprised except for my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law is funny as fuck. I can't wait for y'all to meet her for real. I'm gonna have to do a video with her one day. So then when I started telling her about my experiences with guys, she'd be on the phone like, bitch, you be doing what? You be doing what? I be on the phone like, girl, calm down. Yes, that's what I did. So I feel like eating some chips, like I'm talking to y'all, like we on the phone, like, girl, let me catch you up on this tape, okay? I got my chips right here. But anyway, I'm not gonna be ghetto. So I came out to my mama. I told Diamond about it first because at the time we were really close, and I would, express these feelings and these thoughts that I was having and these urges, I guess, and stuff like that. And yeah, so he knew first, and then in that process, I was still trying to figure it out for myself before I even told anybody, yo, this is what it is, this is what it ain't, type shit. So when I realized it for sure last year, I told my people, and they all supported me. My mom is very old school, so she had a difficult time accepting my sexuality when I was just dating women. It got so tough one time we even had to go to therapy. So we got through it, and she finally came to the realization, like, I'm my own person and I have to live my life for me. And she told me, that's between you and the Lord, and she loved me anyway. And we had some bumps. But my mama is everything to me, and I would never not understand why she felt the way she felt. I get it, That's the generation she grew up in, and then I'm my mom's only daughter out of 6 kids. I don't have any sisters. I have 5 brothers. So in my mama's eyes, it's just like, what the fuck is happening with you? You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be my only girl. I get it. So I never got overly upset, but it was rocky. Like that, it was rocky. But we got through it, and when I came out as bisexual, I was really surprised she wasn't more excited, because I thought she would be like jumping for joy type shit, but she just told me the same thing, like, I love you for you. You're gonna live your life, and what you do is between you and the Lord. She always said it verbatim. That's between you and the Lord. So I just wish more parents would understand their children as individuals, because your child is a part of you, and how dare you try to judge your children for, you know, just trying to figure themselves out. Like, I tell people all the time, I didn't ask to be here. I really could have been like a poof in the air and just disappear and never be known nor forgotten. But I'm here and I'm trying to figure this shit out. You feel me? Just be patient with me. And here I am today. Gwendolyn is bisexual. It is what it is. I still fuck with, you know, the LGBTQ heavily. That's all I've ever known. I've always been in the community my entire life. I've never been a straight girl. So I still fight for us. I'll argue anybody down for our community. That's one thing I'm known for. You know what I mean? I go hard for us, no matter what. Lesbian, bisexual, doesn't matter. I still rep the LGBTQ. So I was recently thinking about that song Damo Wilson had made called By Pride. I remember when it first came out, I was like, or that what's the other one? What you want to do right now? You let's fuck. Let's do it. That song. I used to fuck with that song heavy. Still do. If I hear it, I know I'll be jamming to this day. But it was just that one part when she was just like, while he fucked me from the back while I eat you up type shit. I just remember every time I catch that part, I was like, bitch, this bitch tripping. Like, I don't know what the fuck she talking about. But now, I concur. So, that's what it is, bisexual. So, there it is. And earlier today, I had one of my first dates with a guy, and it was very pleasant. I enjoyed myself. He treated me the whole time. I'm gonna insert some pictures if I can. I gotta figure out how to do this type of shit. But I'm trying to get back into this YouTube thing, so y'all just be patient with me. It's been a minute. I gotta refresh my memory on how to do these things. Like I said in the last video, I just been mainly working and focusing on myself. I started writing music and recorded my first song. Link will be in the description. That's based on a man, that story. I might as well just tell y'all about that one now. So I wrote a song called Fantasy. It's the very first song I ever recorded. It's on SoundCloud, and I'm also going to put it on other music streaming services. But as of right now, it's on SoundCloud. Give me time. I'll be busy. But I'm going to do this. Because somebody asked me to put it on Apple Music. It's like, I gotta figure out how to do this shit. No, but I'll figure it out. So yeah, the song Fantasy is about... Okay, so at my job, there was this co-worker, quite older than me. As I told y'all a few minutes ago, I'm 31. This co-worker, he wasn't quite doing the same position as I was, but we used to work in the same vicinity. And so when I first started at this job, I'm very shy when you first meet me. I'm shy, quiet, very quiet to myself because I enjoy my peace and I don't like people interrupting it, especially if you come to me with some bullshit. I'd rather just be to myself, do what I gotta do and go home. But people always find that as interesting. So I always find my entire life people come to me wanting to, you know what I'm saying, interact with me. And that's cool because I'm very nice and friendly once I get to know you. But I just gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta read the room first. I'm that type of person. I need to know what type of energy you got before I give you mine. So I never really paid him no mind when I first started working there. It wasn't until later, like much later, like, yo, he is okay. And like I said, he's older. From what I was told, I think he was like in his early 50s. But, bitch, when I tell you that man looked the fuck good, I'm talking about like lickable. Like I'm just gonna walk up on him and mount him. That's how fine he is. I'm talking about like it's a storage room in the back. You feel me? So this song was written about our interaction. We never had any type of, nothing going on. We were just flirting. But in my mind, I was just like, if we weren't working together, we could take this so much further. You understand what I'm saying? And co-workers are not supposed to be fooling around with each other. And I enjoy my money over a stranger getting me, kick the fuck up out of here. So you look good and everything, but I got work to do. So I would just imagine these things, and I ended up just writing shit down on paper, and it went so well with this track that I came across, and that's how fantasy came about, from flirtation with a man that I couldn't have, and it was I almost felt like if I say these words out loud, we could have each other. We really could, but I didn't want to, I guess, start drama. It would have started drama because he wasn't the only one flirting with me, and which is not important to me, but we worked together, and then us flirting was just enough for me. Like, he was the first man that ever gave me butterflies. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't trying to like take it further to a point where we flirted and now we have done something that we can't come back from, and now we can't even look at each other in the eye. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be concerned about shit like that. I'm an overthinker, Scorpio trait. So I just kind of kept it at innocent flirting. I don't know, writing the song made me feel like, at least in this moment, he's mine. In this moment, he can get the business in this moment. But when this song is over with, that's it, fantasy gone. So that was my way of releasing that energy for, my crush on someone who was untouchable. And I don't know if anybody has ever, experienced anything like that. This, like I said, this is my first time experiencing anything like that for a man. He was the first and only man that ever gave me butterflies to this day. The first and only. And I felt like, and still feel like, if he would have gave me the green light, baby, then a fantasy would have had a sequel. Okay? But that's just, that's just me talking shit. So yeah, there is my coming out story, I guess. It was never really, according to my people, never really a secret or a surprise. They just was pretty much just waiting on me to express myself, because I'm so private, even with my family. I don't like people being in my business at all. So for me to even open up to y'all is a big step for me. It takes me out of my comfort zone just a little bit, just a tad. Not even just a tad. Bitch, sometimes I be watching these videos back like, you sure you want to put that out there? But I just feel like someday I'm gonna look back on these videos and be like, bitch, yup, that's what I was going through, yup. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. It's not really about, what people think about you. It's about evolution. That's how I look at things. At some point, I'm going to look back at old videos and be like, I can't believe, I've come this far, or I've done so much since then, type shit. So that's really what it's all about, my life journey. And hopefully y'all are just enjoying it along the way. If y'all want to know anything more about that topic, I'll be happy to answer questions, because, like I said, I'm still learning this side of me, dating guys and everything that comes with it. It's I have no words. But yeah, my hot dogs are done and I'm hungry and it's late. Feel like did I tell you about my date? My date went well. He treated me. We went out to eat. We went to go play pool. We got some wine. We relaxed. We watched Supernatural, which is one of my favorite shows. We even like had like a fun competition about music, and y'all should know by now, music is everything to me. And old school music lights my soul on fire. Like, I could fuck with other music heavy, but ain't nothing like old school music to me. 70s and 80s. So he was going back and forth with me like, so you think the 70s and the 80s music is better than music from the 90s? And I was, in my personal opinion, you know, 90s music is dope, is beautiful. I mean, R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, one of my favorite songs, Brown Sugar, like 90s gospel, 90s movies, like everything from the 90s is dope as fuck to me. But nothing lights my soul on fire like 70s and 80s music. So we was going back and forth playing, you know, music from different eras and stuff. And it was just such a great way to connect with me. Like, that was so different. And it made me look at him like, this ain't somebody I could just, you know, be with. This is somebody I could be with. You feel me? Like, we could create a great bond and a connection. And I just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He got a gold star today. So, and he's so handsome. I find that light-skinned guys, light-skinned people love chocolate. Like, they want to date a chocolate girl or a chocolate person so bad. And I ain't, you know, growing up, I always thought, I experienced a lot of colorism growing up. So I always thought light-skinned people just love light-skinned people. So now that I'm grown and light-skinned people be trying to date me and talk to me, I just be like, what you wrong with me? Like, it's another light-skinned pretty bitch right over there. You know what I'm saying? So when they be trying to, okay, you get to know me for me. Cool, because I'm dope as fuck too. Brown skin and oil, period. So that was my day and my coming out story, and hopefully y'all enjoyed that. Let me know if y'all got some questions. I'm finna go eat because I'm hungry and it's late. See y'all next time. Bye.
Why don't you come home? Fulfill this fantasy, baby. Craving some you.